I'm finally here at Olaulim Backyards to talk and to make you meet a very special person, a true blue Goan, and along with him, his wife, who's come all the way from Finland. I would like you to meet this person because he has done a lot for this village, for nature, and for the ecosystem around his area. He's been living in Olali village for 30 years and he runs an eco-friendly resort here called the Olaulim Backyards in Olali village by this river, and he does a lot to preserve nature, the birds, the flora, the fauna here, and so does his wife, and they had adopted lots of animals who you will also see during the show, and so I'm really thrilled and looking forward to making you meet Pirko and Savio Fernandes. Now I'm going to take you inside Mr. Savio Fernandes' property, the Olaulim Backyard homestay. Come with me. Enter. Savio!
Hi! How are you? So nice to see you.
Lovely, such a beautiful place.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Come.
Look how beautiful everywhere.
Yeah, actually now it is because it has just rained and the sun is out. So nothing like having sunshine in the monsoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so beautiful. It's green and lush now, and
everything changes. Everything changes in Goa.
For sure.
Yeah, when it rains, everything becomes more lush, more green.
Yeah, and the river's high now.
Yeah, look at the river. It's come up so much.
Yeah, it's lovely to swim, and
we'll show you the river closely.
Nature is its best when it's actually in the monsoon. You know, it's so green and fresh and beautiful.
So this is what Mr. Savio Fernandes wakes up to. With all this. Oh my God, this is paradise on earth. If there is paradise on earth, it is here. Right, Savio?
Well, if you say so.
So, Savio, I don't know what to say after looking at all this.
Yeah, I think we are blessed. That's all I can say. Because there's so much now happening in Goa, actually all over the world, but like I'll say for Goa because I live here.
Yeah.
And there's so much of construction and
look at
destruction
there.
and all over. So to have a green patch with nothing built or overbuilt is a luxury today. You know, fresh air, clean air, that's a luxury today. And Goa still offers it. So, you know, we are lucky.
So Mr. Savio Fernandes and his wife Pirko, both of them really believe in preserving the nature around us, and I believe Olaulim Backyard, the homestay, is also built taking the ecosystem in mind.
Yeah, so in a way we have done it with more simplicity.
So Savio, you are now in Olaulim Backyards, I mean living in Olaulim village, but I believe you grew up in Mapsa?
Yeah, my childhood was in Mapsa. It was a different Mapsa then though. It was more simple and very few homes, no buildings.
I can imagine.
It was famous for the market though, Friday market, and you know those days lots of hippies would come there because Mapsa was the central place for Anjuna, Kalangut, Baga, and there were no Indian tourists, only foreigners and more hippies in a way. So Mapsa was a very interesting place to grow up to, and it was much cleaner though.
Yeah.
And,
so can you just describe a little visual of Mapsa main market that is there right now, what it looked like then? The Union Pharma building was there?
So actually Mapsa was kind of designed by the Portuguese in the straight shops.
Okay.
You know, the first 3 rows with a little fountain with a maiden inside and all. So it was designed in the Portuguese era. It was nice because Mapsa is the center for entire Bardez. So everyone from Bardez, Sioli, Kalangut, Anjuna, all would come to Mapsa.
To shop there.
They would shop there and also they would sell their way. So hence Friday market started. So everyone from the village would come and sell what they want.
Oh, nice.
So that's how the market day grew. Market day didn't mean the traders. Anyone could come in, just sit and sell what you want. So it was very interesting that way.
Oh, this is an interesting little piece of spot. Can we just plonk ourselves here?
Yeah, we can. So this is one of our cottages.
Oh, nice.
All our cottages are named after birds. So this is sunbird.
Oh, lovely.
It's a
So,
little bird that usually comes quite different types of sunbirds. So yeah, guests can come and sit here and enjoy the view.
can we
So the view is here so beautiful. It's all fields
from
and,
here?
yeah, and trees and all.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice to just sit. And this is an old kind of chair. We call it the Voltaire.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you can put up your legs and sit,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
like this.
Nice. Yeah,
This is
that's-
how
yeah,
you.
can
This
put
is.
you can put your legs on one side, both sides, whatever you like.
Yeah.
And
So
have a nice nap.
This is what is called Susegad, my dear friends. Right?
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah.
Susegad.
And
Actually, Susegad is not relaxing. Susegad is a way of life.
way of life.
Yeah, so often a lot of people come to Goa who are not used to Goan culture and say, oh,
Yeah.
Susegad, all Goans means they're lazy, but they're not lazy. They just enjoy life, and part of life is have a nice meal, have a small drink, relax a little bit, then get back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even I grew up in a very remote village, which was somewhat like this. So I was most of the time in the river, or I would be running around in fields with
Yeah.
no fear of snakes. No, the things that we fear now as adults, there was no fear of all that then as a child.
And actually, even now, there's no fear as such. We have a misconstrued, but in a way, we've got this fear. Oh, snakes are dangerous, but actually, they're not dangerous. We are the most dangerous
Yeah,
on this planet.
we are intruding into their space.
Exactly. And if you leave a snake alone, it'll never trouble you. It'll go on its way. But if you keep on building and moving to their areas,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, true, very true.
Yeah.
So you've grown up in Goa, studied in Goa, done your college here. What changes have you seen in these years since you were growing up to now?
So actually, there have been so much of changes in Goa, of course, and all over the world too. But in Goa, I would say from the time when the Portuguese were there to the first when the Goans took charge of themselves and till today, the earlier years the changes were slower and more sort of in tune with the Goan lifestyle. But now the changes are more rapid and of course lots more construction and lots more housing and so less green areas in a way.
Yeah.
Less green areas in a way.
But you are still lucky to have this.
Yes, we are blessed. I think we are blessed, yes. And of course, there is still a lot of greenery in Goa. And if you can preserve and hold on to what we have at the moment, that itself would be a battle won.
Yeah.
Because there is only one Goa, I think, maybe in India or maybe in the world. It's so special, thanks to our colonial times and whatever has made Goa special.
So can you tell me some Goan rules about purchasing properties, cutting down trees, which has somehow helped in preserving nature?
So the thing is that in most places in India, one has got a pretty free hand to build whatever they want and anywhere they want.
Yeah.
So hence even if you see Gurgaon and all, it just fields earlier,
Fields,
now they're towering buildings.
Yeah.
But in Goa, the Portuguese had made everything a sort of, orchard land and rather non-settlement in a way. And if you want to build a house, you would have to convert the land. So there's a lot of effort in it.
Yeah, a lot of effort, time.
And earlier there was more scrutiny, and certain lands could be converted and certain lands couldn't be converted. There was kind of a strong rule about it. Of course, rules and laws are flaunted across Goa now. Oh, look who's come to say hi to us.
Look who's
Hello,
here.
darling. So this is Scarlett.
So, Scarlett is...
She's a rescue, so we rescue
Yeah.
animals.
yeah.
So,
Can you tell us more about Scarlett? Where did you get her from?
actually we found Scarlett. She was looking for a home and she was abandoned by her. Actually, we don't even know who owned her earlier. So she was found grazing somewhere. Oh, she's going to take a book. And now we brought her and we've given her a home. And that's how it is. Come on, out, darling, out from here.
Let
From here,
her be.
yeah, she's grazing over here.
So besides Scarlett, who all have you
So
hidden
we've
here?
got dogs, we've got cats, we've got a donkey.
Savio, what is this donkey doing here?
Well, he's also a rescue. and we are looking after him, and we've given him a home. And he came in as a little baby, 6 months old, and now he's with us. And, yeah. So lots
so
of
wonderful.
animals have come. Some have stayed. Some have been rehomed. Some have died, and sometimes I'm sure some new animals will come by when they want a home.
I don't know why I feel like saying thank you to you.
Yeah, no, actually,
No,
not thank you
sir.
to me. It's more thank you to my wife, Pirko,
Yeah.
because she's the animal lover, and she's the one who goes out of her way to rescue animals and look after them and take care of them. I don't know much.
This is so
actually,
amazing. This is so
but,
amazing.
so credit for her.
The little that you can do for animals, you know, and this is so much that you are doing here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm doing a little bit. Wife's doing more. But
Okay. And how do you balance maintaining the natural environment along with running a hospitality business here?
yeah, so actually, you know, most of the hotels or guest houses in Goa, they're all kind of well structured, well manicured, and catering for proper tourism. But sometimes people like to just chill out and just come into something which is more simple, yet rustic, but aesthetic and clean, and maybe more rural in a way, and showing proper Goa perhaps.
True.
And such places are far and few. So we found this nice place, and now we are sharing it with our guests. And we do ensure that whoever comes here knows what they're coming for, because we are not a structured hotel, and neither are we in the main tourism area, which is mainly the coast. So we don't market ourselves. We have our own website, of course, but we are not in any of the booking.coms of the world. So you have to make a little bit of effort to find us.
Yeah.
But as we always say,
How do people find you then?
so we have less business, but we have the right business. Because if you have to make that effort, you will find us. Early it was a little bit more difficult for guests to find us, but now we are a little bit known, thanks to people like you who made some reels or some articles, and we had a very nice feature on the Guardian in the UK, and that brought us a very elite, nice, cultured clientele, and we even had Lady Diana's aunt, the Spencer family, stay with us, and people from the Bill Clinton Foundation. Yeah, it was nice. We do get a nice lot who also wants to escape the things, the type of clientele that you see on the beach today. It's quite a rough lot actually if you go to the main tourist areas. So you escape to a nice fancy hotel, or you come away from the tourist areas to the real Goa. And the real Goa is where you can get a proper Goan experience, which is more simple.
So Savio, do you do some fishing here? You're by a riverside.
I am by the river, but I'm not a fisherman. I mean, you need skill and patience.
Yeah.
I think I have maybe none of those. But the occasional, but here it's mainly prawns. We get this white river prawns, which are very nice and clean, and they don't have the dirty vein. You can just get the prawns, put them on a pan, and just fry them, and they're delicious.
Oh, wow.
So the villagers and the local neighbors, they will put the nets, and they sometimes offer me, or maybe I have the first right of refusal to buy them. And then there's a sluice gate at the end, which is a very ancient system in Goa of kind of protecting the Kazan land. The Kazan is a principle wherein everything works in harmony, in the nature of the fields, the water bodies, it all works in harmony. So the sluice gate protects us from the main river, yet when you block it, can store enough of fresh water for the paddy or the rice that's grown now. It all kind of works together. And of late we've been blessed that we get a family of otters that lives around.
Wow.
So they come and they frolic around, they come here. So yeah.
So you get good sighting of the otters?
Sometimes they do come. Otters as such are very important for the environment. They eat the slow and the sick fish. So they keep the pond clean. Yeah, so they come, visit, eat a little bit, then they go away and they come back again. So it's quite nice that way.
So Savio, what can you tell me about Olaulim village?
Olali is a very cute village, small, unheard of. I think I'm guilty for putting it on the map of India or the world, because before me nothing much happened over here. And it's a cute village, just around a field sort of, and equal population of Hindus and Muslims. Sorry, I mean to say Hindus and Christians, hardly any Muslims. and quite simple. And yeah, it's a prosperous village. Everyone has a nice, decent home, some beautiful homes around. We have a little church dedicated to Saint Anne.
Yeah.
We've got a nice temple around close by. So it's very pretty and peaceful.
Going again.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite naughty though.
This
so
is true Susegad.
that's mantra, the
That's
naughtiest of
mantra.
all.
Mantra.
Yeah, mantra
Mantra.
is named after our kids. They named it.
Savio, another thing I wanted to ask you was, what impact for your eco-living nature reflects in your cottages?
Right. So we have built our cottages more with more, I would say, with kind of nature as a main focus. So we have a cottage made of mud. So I use the concept of rammed earth. I've never done it before. The first time we did that. Two of our cottages are more in tune with the terrain. So it's more like with rocks and things like that. One cottage is with coconut wood.
Interesting.
We have used recycled material. Medical waste is roofing. So we've done a bit. Can't do too much also because we also have to kind of see, because the monsoon is strong here. And the more you do eco-friendly, the more maintenance.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, same.
So Savio, what are the names of these interesting cottages?
So all our cottages are named after birds. Because these are birds that are around over here. So there's sunbird, there's the hornbill, the golden oriole, or we call yellow and black. I mean, the paradise flycatcher, the pitta, very interesting bird, beautiful colors, and always comes to nest here just before the monsoon, and then we never see it later. So every year the pittas come here.
So once you see the pittas, you know the monsoons are
Will come. They come just for the rains. They hang out in the rains, and as the rains are getting over, they've gone away to the western Ghats. So yeah, it's so. But now we have almost documented a good 130 species of birds in this area. There's seaside, the water, and a little bit of hill around. So I think it's great for birding. And a lot of birders come here.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
in fact, Goa is great for birding.
Birding.
Yeah,
And
the migratory ones
yeah.
and the regular birds that are here. And
You've got the river here, all those.
yes,
this
so often
dense
birds are
green.
different. Like the water bird will
Bird,
be different from the forest birds
Yeah.
to the birds of the plains, and Goa has almost more than 450 birds.
Amazing.
This-
So Savio, I want to go back again to your childhood. I'm in love with history. I'm in love with the past. I'm
Yes.
in love with times gone by. So can you tell me your favorite memory? Was it a festival, a particular monsoon, or any misadventure, any naughty thing, anything, something that's memorable and has stayed with you? Sao Jao,
Must have
maybe
been,
jumping into the well.
in my place in Mapsa, we were right on a hill. There's Altin, so the wells were very deep.
Oh,
So we
okay.
didn't dare jump in.
Oh.
That'd be the last jump.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we had I would say it was innocent fun those days. Carnival, for example, was more. People from different wards would just fight with each other on colors, and you throw something like powder and some. So it was more localized and more participation. So in all festivals, we participated more. Now we are often more spectators and less participation. There's no overlapped each other because of tourism.
Yeah.
So things have changed, but I would say it was more simple and more kind of traditions were more stronger. Now in Goa, people are trying to revive. So you have to make that effort to revive. Earlier, there's nothing called to revive. It was there.
Yeah.
You didn't need to revive anything. It was all around you. You were the festival. Yeah. So, and one thing about our childhood those days was that Goa tourism in a way was new and young, and we had decent exposure to tourists. Maybe the hippies or whatever from those days. But in North Goa, where tourism really started, the exposure was more. So people were more kind of educated in terms of how to handle tourists and know what they want, and maybe
They
make
were
some
more in sync with.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And the tourists earlier that came were also in sync with. They came for Goa because it was simple.
Yes. They came for what
Yeah,
it was.
you didn't
yeah.
need to make things
for
happen.
them. Yeah.
It was that's it. Go, we were blessed. Now you have to make things. Somebody wants to make ropeways. Somebody wants to make this bungee jumping, and model villages, and everything was model that time. You didn't need to make a village model.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. You live in a place that is standing still in time. There is no modernity here. You know,
So,
if you are living in the midst of nature,
in a way, I would say the more natural we can be,
yeah,
that's modern for me.
yeah, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect, perfect.
Because Goa is definitely so much more to offer.
Yeah.
It's got the birds, it's got beautiful beaches, which were there earlier, of course. Lovely nature, wildlife is quite good in
Places
Goa.
like this
you
with
know.
mantra.
But that is what earlier the tourists came for Goa. But unfortunately, the modern tourists, as I may say modern, since we spoke of the word modern, they want more activity oriented, which is also good, but not in sync with the beauty of Goa.
Yeah.
They just come to use and abuse
Yeah.
rather than take back great memories of the simplicity what Goa was known for. So,
How do you ensure each guest leaves with a little piece of real Goa?
I think the moment they come away from the coast, you're already in real Goa, and what they would like to see is just meet people, meet Goans who are not corrupted by tourism yet, which unfortunately on the coast has happened. Not only in Goa, it's happened all over the world. So once you walk in the village and you meet a villager and you have a chat with him, he'll tell you what he's growing, or what she's doing in the field, or what she's done earlier. She'll tell you a bit of history. They'll chat with you, they'll talk to you without money in mind. So guests are very happy with that. They like the simplicity and they like the interaction in a village. So I would say if only Goa can promote more of its villages, but again the danger is when the government promotes something, they build something out of concrete.
True.
So if they leave Goa alone and leave the villages alone, that itself is a job well done.
More homestays.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Homestays would be nice. More homestays would definitely be nice. And I think homestays do give a different experience to a clientele, which a big hotel doesn't give. And for big hotels, you do whatever you want around, and we would give you more of a local experience without kind of making the effort. It's around. We are around a local area, so we don't have to make the extra effort to make a local experience. I just walk down the village, I take somebody down on a kayak on the river, he may see an otter, may meet a fisherman. There's no effort involved in it, it just happens. That's the way of life.
Do you think it's Urak time now for us?
Well, give me a moment, let's see what's left in the fridge from the last stock.
I'm sitting with Pirko. She came all the way from Finland, fell in love with Goa, fell in love with our Savio. Most Goans, true blue Goans, look forward to the monsoons with a great zeal and passion. So, are you one of them? Do you also look forward to
if you look at this greenery and this lush nature, so it is a lovely time, and also it's like even slower pace of life than during the season. And you have to kind of embrace it.
Yes.
You have to embrace it. Of course, there's a lot of like.
Okay. So thank you so much for talking to me, Pirko.
Thank you.
Savio has promised me Urak left over, if there is any, from the season. Let's see.
Oh, hi. Hello, ladies. You're in luck. Here you go. This is Urak with a bit of lime and allspice leaf. And I think the boss also of the place needs a drink.
Yeah.
And I think a hard-working man like me also needs a drink. So cheers to you and your program that you're doing.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers to Goa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers with Urak by a river in Olaulim Backyards with Pirko and Savio.
Cheers.
Toodly-doo.